For GIS Day 2020, we'd like to introduce you to our new Enterprise Portal maps and take you on a little tour of the tools and how to find your way around in those new maps. So from our main GIS website at gis.citrusbocc.com, if you look under the GIS Division News, you'll see the new Arcgis Enterprise Portal Gallery and a link there that will take you to the new site. On the Enterprise Portal homepage, across the bottom you'll see a carousel that has all of the current maps that are available to you. So you'll see a couple of base maps, planning, commissioner districts, the digital firm, which is for the flood insurance rate map, an elevation map, and several planning maps, land use, zoning, soil map, and traffic counts. To introduce you to the navigation on the new maps, we'll have a look at the Citrus County base map, and any of the tools that you see here will be pretty much the same tools that will be available in all of the rest of our maps. So looking at this one, all of your tools are going to be over here on the left-hand side here and just across the top here. So they're pretty much all concentrated in that corner. As you'd expect for any sort of map, you've got a zoom in. You can click and drag to move around in the map. You can zoom out. You have a home button which will take you back to the initial state of the map. You have My Location, which if you have location services turned on, will take you into wherever your computer is finding you, your computer or your mobile is finding you at the minute. The next one is we will look at how to search for an address, and we'll just do our office address, which is 3600 West Sovereign Path, Lecanto. And that will take you right into whichever address you've searched for. The next one, you have a couple of other search tools, either by lots, if you know the BOCC lot ID format, section, township, and range, or an alt key locator, which is how the property appraiser identifies ownership for parcels. You have a measurement tool, so you can measure either the area, the distance, or location. So if you want to find the lat and long of a particular location, you can just drop a point and find it in decimal degrees or degrees, minutes, seconds. The next set of tools that you have along the side here are, you can either use this slide out at the bottom here, or if you click on any one of the tools, it'll automatically slide out all of the tools on the left here. So first one is your legend, and you can see here you've got the lots and the easements turned on. So that's what shows in your legend here. If you were to go and turn on some other layers over in your map here, so for instance, if we look at land development and the address points and the zoning, as those are turned on, you'll also see those popping up over in your legend here. Next is your base map gallery. So if you weren't happy with the topographic map that's the default, you could, and we'll just turn off our zoning for a second, you could select something over here, your imagery, for instance, a light gray canvas, which is just very fast to load, easy to navigate. If you wanted a little more relief, you could have the terrain map or the streets, which again has different coloring and a little bit of relief to it. Or we can go back to our topographic map that's the default. The next one along is a select tool. This select tool, you'll have to go here and tell it which layers you want to be selectable. So you can either have all layers selectable, or you can turn them on individually on the left here. We'll make them all selectable for now, and we'll go back over to our layer list and turn on our zoning again, and we'll zoom in far enough to see that. So let's zoom in somewhere here so that we can start to see our zoning turned on. And when we go back to our select tool and we have all of those layers turned on and we make a selection, then anything that is turned on and is in that area that we've selected will be highlighted. And it works in coordination with the slide out at the bottom here, which is the attributes tables. So anything that's been selected, you'll see highlighted in blue here. You can look at other layers there, address points, zoning, easements, and any that have been selected will be highlighted. If there's a particular one that you want to have a look at, you can select that row in the table and zoom into it. You can clear your selection, and we'll close that one for now. And we'll go back and clear the selection here. We'll go back here and we'll turn off our zoning for now. And the next tool that we have along at the end is the drawing tool. And we can use this one if we want to make some notes on our map. So we might want to select a particular area. We can just draw a polygon around the area that we're interested in. And we'll just double click to finish the drawing. If we want to make some notes, we just type in the text that we want to place here. We can make it a different color. So we'll make it a nice red color. We can make it a different size. And once we have that filled out as we want it, we can just click to place the text wherever we'd like to see that on our map. You also have a tool for dropping a pin if you have a particular spot that you're interested or want to point out to someone. So we could use this arrow, for instance, and we'll point it here. And again, you could make that bigger if you need to. And do your arrow there. Once you've finished with whatever notes that you want to make on your map, the next thing that you could do is go back here and print it. And the printing tool, you can have the map only, or you can have it with a border layout. So we'll just have a look at an A4 landscape. You have a number of options here for the format, if you want a PDF or an image format like a JPEG. Once you press print, it'll spin for a few seconds while it generates the print. And then once it's ready, you just click that and it'll open the map, and you can see that it's in a template there, has your legend turned on and a scale. And once you're finished with your drawing, you can go back and clear that. We'll go back to our home. And that's a quick tour of all the tools that are available in the new maps. They are the same, as I said, for any of the other maps that are available. If you'd like more information on any of these tools, or if you have questions that you'd like to ask, if you need more details on anything, please feel free to contact us. We'll put the contact details up on the following page, and please feel free to get in touch at any time. Thank you very much.